Good morning and happy Thursday. You are stuck with just me this morning. I asked Patty and she said she's good. So just me. So it'll probably be pretty quick today. Yeah, have a few little goodies, fun few arrivals. A couple of them are actually from last week because like I said, there was so much stuff last week that just too much to talk about. So I'm just gonna jump right into it because the talking to myself thing is a little awkward. So we got in a little restock of irons, which I feel like is being a little long overdue because we were ironless there for a while, and we've had these ones before, so not new to us. Just a really great solid iron. I feel like we just get so much feedback about these guys and it's positive, so we just keep bringing them in. So yeah, if you're just looking for a good, like just a really good great iron, I think we all can agree that like proper tools make a difference. Good morning. Hello. I was saying it's just me today, so I'm just gonna ramble through quickly to save you all the awkwardness of watching a single person up here talk to themselves. Okay, so irons, and then we've had a few people coming in asking for this, so letting you know it's here. Inspirations. This is issue 126. As always, so inspiring. This one is like fine lines. There was a little thing in here that I saw. I stopped into the shop yesterday briefly and took a little flip through, and it was just like, yeah, these, like, what? So crazy. Just so amazing. I just love these little, oh my gosh, imagine it's incredible. So new inspirations is in. I won't show you every page even though I want to, but nice little spring guide there. And then, oh hi, okay, Roz and Kim have joined the Instagram chat here, so it's like you guys are with me in spirit, right? This was another new arrival that came last week, and I was gonna talk about it last week, but I forgot. But I do feel like it needs a special spot on our live. So these are rotary blades, like replacement blades from Metal Goose, and they're amazing. So we got them in at QuiltCon to try, and I didn't know that we had like switched out our blade for them. And there was a couple of weeks there after QuiltCon where it's like every time I went to use our blade to cut fabric here in the shop, I was like, is this a new blade? Is this a new blade? Because it just felt like a new blade every time. And I know you guys know what I mean when I say like that new blade feeling. And no, we just had been using these, and obviously like we're cutting a lot of fabric all day long. And so I think that that's like a pretty good testament to how they're holding up. So they come in 5 packs. We have them in the 28, 45, and 60 millimeter blades, and there's 5 in a pack, and they work out to be quite cost effective, like just compared to other brands. So the 5-pack is $38, so it works out to be what, like $7.50-ish a blade, and I think like other blades kind of average around like $12 a blade. So if you're looking for just a nice little blade, I do recommend these. We've been using them in the shop and they're been really great. So always fun to like try new brands and just, get new stuff that's out there. And then wait, which one do I want to start with first? I'll do these ones first. I like to show little one-offs we get because I feel like it's so easy for them to kind of get buried in the website or on our feed. So this little art gallery plaid just came in as a little one-off. It's kind of fun when Jamie's not here. She's still in Australia. That's why I'm going solo today. She'll be back next week though. We'll be back to our regular scheduled programming. Yeah, I guess she just was like, you know what, that looks like a good green plaid. So this is like the Plaid of My Dreams, like kind of like a basics line I think that Art Gallery did. Anyways, just a good little green if you've been looking for a nice little green check. So just came in by himself, Lone Ranger there. And the sassifras lane zippers that we got, like the striped ones with the silver coil, that sold out really quickly. We got in more of those, and then we also got in the black and white stripe with the rainbow coil. So this coil will work great with the Emmeline rainbow zipper pulls, obviously. And these are number 5, so you'll want to get the number 5 head to go with it. But I don't know, I feel like, Kim, this is kind of up your alley. I'd like to see you make something with that, if you wouldn't mind. So in the shop, we still find treasures every now and again that just kind of like unearth themselves, because there's lots of nooks and crannies and little hiding spots. And the other day, in sorting through some things and like reorganizing and consolidating, I found these great little stainless steel snips. They're like a precision snip, and amazing. I'm like so impressed with them. So I feel like these would be really great, specifically if you're doing applique or EPP, where you're working with like a really fine thread, especially if you like EPP a project and you got to get in there and like clean up your you have to like clean up your threads like close to your project, because they're on that angle, so it's like really easy to get in really close and have it like sit on top, and they're quite sharp. So just a nice little precision snip. So I found a few of those guys in our treasures, and so they're available now online. And then finally, this is the one I'm most excited about, that's why I saved it for last. The girls have been working on bundles, all the bundles. I don't know if you recall, but a few weeks ago, we were like, Jamie and I were talking about how there's no bundles, and so we wanted to make some for Quilt Canada, and we didn't really have any in the shop, and so here we are. So this is one of Kim's pulls, and I've aptly named it Crimson Noir. And so it's just this really chic little red, white, and black little 6-piece bundle. So a nice little starter if you are doing like a little fat quarter friendly project. Edith, what are the snips called online? They are called Precision Snips. So they are, yeah, that's what they're up there as. I tried to look into them to see if they had like a different name, and not really. So Precision Snips it was. Anyways, so Kim's cute little red, black, and white. And then this one is very fun. This is, sometimes we, I don't know if pressure is the right word. Encourage strongly. Kim and I encourage strongly other staff members to do things like pull fabrics for little bundles, because it's fun, and it's just, yeah, it's not that serious, and it's just like a fun little way to be creative in the shop. So Carolyn and Kim, because of Kim's strong encouragement, pulled some fabric for a bundle, which they've named Wicked, which I think is pretty great. So we've got some fun little greens in there. Obviously this little top guy was their Muse, but this Kona sheen in there, that's pretty brilliant. I love that. So just a nice little green guy. And then this is a Carolyn pull, and I feel like it was probably inspired by her granddaughter, who's also named Lesley, but I don't know. I feel like that's a pretty cutie little pull, and they called it Cabana Party, which is so sweet. So just a really springy, cutie guy. I wonder which one she started with. I feel like it usually starts that way. Like you kind of pick a fabric that's like you really like, and then you go from there. I feel like it could have been that one or maybe that one. I don't know. Anyways, super, super cute. Again, really great if you have just like a little fat quarter pattern you're working on, or as like a starting point, or a little stash builder if you just kind of need some of those colors in your stash. And then I did a little 8-piece bundle called Magic Hour. Obviously this was the fabric. I was like, hey, there's actually some pretty cool colors in there you could work with. So yeah, just kind of like a Julie tone guy. So lots of bundles. I need to take pictures of them and put them up because I was contemplating saving them for Quilt Canada, but we also need them in the shop. So Kim says the bottom one was the Muse, so not surprised. It's a good pull. It's a fun one to like go off of, and I love that chartreuse color. Yeah. Anyways, so that's what I have for you today. There's a whole new arrival, what looks like a new art gallery line in the back. We'll probably talk about that next week, but it's really cute. I bet you it ends up, I wonder, I don't want to speak for Roz, but I feel like it'll probably end up online before next week. But I hope it does, because it's just really cute. And always love a new line. So anyways, that's it. That's Thursday. Thank God Jamie's back next week. And she's going to do most of the talking next week. I feel like that's probably fair. So we'll see you guys next week. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Yeah. Bye.